Would you please welcome your finalists, beginning with the reigning Gibraltar Open champion, the Milkman, Robert Milkins! He's a former Welsh Open and World Champion, a Triple Crown winner, the magician, Shaun Murphy!
The ninth frame, Robert Milkins to break.
Thank you, Ian. Good evening. What an atmosphere. And what a treat in store for snooker lovers. And after what we saw in the first 8 frames, Dominic, I'm sort of thinking this is snooker's equivalent of Tales of the Unexpected, because great shots and unbelievable misses, that's what we've been given.
Yes, lots of drama this afternoon, a lot of close frames in the end. Shaun Murphy lost a couple of frames he was thoroughly in control of. Robert Milkins potted so many really good long pots, but missed so many easy ones as well that left him rather exasperated. You can see some of the stats, there's very little between them in the safety stats. Rob Milkins, pot success 90%. Given the number of easy balls he'd missed, that could have been significantly higher. Highest break though between the two, again very little to choose between them, just 68 from Shaun, which will disappoint him. Look at that, just 9 points difference between them in total points scored. Well, I guess that's why it's 4 frames all, I suppose. Always these first frames of a beginning of a new session, so important. And first big mistake has been committed by Shaun. Chance here for Rob, missed distance red to the right corner.
Nice pot. Nicely controlled.
Eight. 9.
Rather straight on the black. Can't play, I don't think, for the red above it, but can screw back perhaps for the 2 reds to the left centre, but he is very straight on this black. That's not ideal. Maybe he'll have to play for the red above the black into the left centre here.
Yeah, you could see the shake of his head and the grimace. I mean, it was such a straightforward red. To leave himself straight on the black really is unforgivable.
16.
But he can recover the situation with this red, but tougher than it should have been. Yeah, he missed it.
Robert Milkins.
It's all about that
16.
poor positional shot. Not as he missed it, he's left it.
And he hadn't screwed back for the black anyway. Had the red gone in. Bit of a nervy start for Rob Milkins, completely understandable. that's an extravagant shot there from Sean. He saw the opportunity to break open the pack of reds, trusted to luck for position, and he's had plenty. What a chance this is now for Sean. He'd be disappointed not to score heavily here. Now, does the pink pot into the left corner? I'm guessing no. Oh, it does. Well, you always say this, don't you, John? There's always a gap. Well, there certainly is there.
Yeah, and the reds are split in such a way, and the blacks on its spot, available into both corners. You could not wish for a better opportunity than this.
Sam. Eight.
All about controlling the cue ball. Obviously doesn't need to go into the reds or make any cannons here, just needs to play for the loose reds and in turn and pick them off nicely. Pink is available, the black is available, at least into the right corner. Won't be long, I don't think, before it's available into both corners. Did speak to Sean in the hotel earlier about the way the table is playing, and he said that it's playing a little on the heavy side, as though there's a little bit of moisture in the cloth, and he's struggling to get as much spin on the ball as he'd like.
14.
Well, an unwanted kiss on that red.
19.
So this pot, by virtue of the cue balls near the side cushion, a little more difficult than it should have been. Caused the error.
19.
And that's reminiscent, if you like, of the last four frames this afternoon. Mistakes from Robert Milkins, but not being punished.
No, Sean played a poor blue to a red, cannoned a red unnecessarily. It left him in an awkward spot and he couldn't recover the situation. Didn't expect him to miss that red to the centre, but it was a lot harder than it should have been. And that's a good save from Rob Milkins. That could cause a problem.
Thought he could avoid the kiss on the second red. He was mistaken. Easy enough. Red this. Got a fine position on the colour. Deciding to go for the blue.
1.
Cued that nice. Just get through the ball nice, doesn't he, Rob Milkins? Yeah, you were
6.
talking to Sean, I was talking to Robert in the mid-session interval this afternoon, and he was saying he just felt he was getting bounces off the top cushion. He probably felt he got one there. Still got the pot on, but work to do with the cue ball.
It's just awkward, isn't it, this? He's got to manoeuvre the cue ball around the angles. Again, he's too high on the blue, but he's on it. Looks okay, doesn't it? But he still needs to kill the pace of the blue here. There were two reds he could play for, the one into the left centre or the one to left corner. Goodness me, that top cushion is fast, isn't it?
12.
Doesn't want to be straight on this red. Well, he's got a slight angle. He may be able to get a little bit out of it and make this black in the opposite corner a little bit easier.
13.
Couldn't do much with it, but he's on the black nicely. Could play a cannon on the pink here, just to hold the cue ball at this end of the table.
Definitely the shot I'd be playing. If he plays this at the right speed and misses the cannon, he'll be on the red to left centre. Now I think the black spot's occupied, so if he does knock this black in, I think it will have to go on the green spot.
Now, does it go on its own spot? I'm surprised he didn't play the cannon on the pink, but of course if he'd have cannoned the pink, then the black would have gone on the pink
20.
spot. That's why he didn't play it.
21.
$18-point lead now.
That's not a good angle that he has here on the red. The
27.
pink doesn't pot, of course, into the left corner, and if he plays the red and tries to screw back, does he cannon the red next to the one he's taking on? If he can avoid that cannon, he'll be okay.
$28.
Straightish on the blue, but it doesn't matter with that red on the baulk line, adjacent to the black.
$33. $34.
Now then, this could be the key shot to this first frame this evening. Open reds, the one just to the left of the pink, the one near the black spot. Had the perfect angle to come down on them. Couldn't have played it much better than that. Good shot.
41.
38 points to lead. Two reds, two pinks. We'll get into snookers required. Oh, and he
42.
just flicked the pink. Another one of those careless shots that he just throws in. But he's okay. So just this red to leave Sean needing a snooker.
49.
$51 points to lead.
54.
43 remaining. Pots this. No way back for Sean Murphy. Oh, and right in the heart of the pocket. Just the start Robert was looking for. But Sean will be very disappointed when he potted that first red and opened the reds. You couldn't have believed that he wouldn't have won the frame at that visit. He'll stay in his seat. We can see. So Robert Milkins ahead again. 5-4.
Thank you. The 10th frame, Sean Murphy to break.
Yes, interesting thoughts. Darren from Kent. Sean Murphy had the most golden chance in that last frame and made a positional error. And things went wrong from there. And it was Rob Milkins with that excellent break of 55 that eventually won the first frame rather comfortably in the end. So for the second time he leads, this time 5-4, getting a little bit closer to the winning line. Big frame this, you feel, for both players. Sean can cut this red in.
Yes, a kiss on the green does not affect his position. There is one red just detached from the main cluster that is available to the right corner. And that's the one he's playing for. He's on it. But now, as this is the only open red, needs a good angle, you would think, off the black to try and bring other reds into play.
6.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Has a really good angle on the black, but these flat back packs are not good to go into, I don't think, from the black. He needs to play this well. Need some luck. Well, he does have a choice of 2 or 3
13
reds potentially, but there's nothing easy here.
Yeah, he couldn't have played it much better. But as you say, a couple of tricky pots, one to the left middle, which he's playing, one to the right middle, he didn't fancy that, so this is his option. Well played.
14.
I say well played, well potted, because he's lost the cue ball. I don't think he'll be playing a pot on a colour here. The brown's the only colour that could give him a chance of being on the next red, but that's very missable.
I just wonder how straight the green is. If it's just off straight, he may feel he can do something, but no, I think you're right, John, just a safety. It was a good red to the left centre previously, but the angle was just too severe to hold the cue ball short of the boat down.
That's an excellent shot from Robert. Lovely line, length.
Good speed. There is potentially this red available to Sean, but he won't fancy it at 5-4 down, I don't think. Oh, he's caught this all wrong. Well, there was a lot of check side on the cue ball. Fooled me. Thought he was going to cannon full ball into a loose red there, but it's not the best safety.
The red on the immediate left-hand side of the table is the obvious one to play back to Borkoff, but you just got to be careful. So in the end, decided to come off at the other side. No attempt at the pot there. If he'd have played the pot, he'd have run into the black and deemed it too risky. But catching the yellow hasn't made it the best of safeties.
This top cushion is playing so quickly. Cue ball's almost rebounding from it quicker than it's going on. Players don't like that. They tend to look to the cushions to be able to control the cue ball, not make things more difficult to control.
Mistake. So this will give us a little inkling as to how Sean's feeling. He's usually very good at these type of shots. He's got a choice. He's got a straightish red to the right corner, or the one that takes him back to the balk end. That's the one he's choosing. Right, double in. Not the cleanest pot.
What sort of an angle does he have on the blue? I think he's just the right side of it. Yes, he is. Well, the chance that he spurned in the first frame is a lot easier than this one here, but it is another good chance nevertheless.
6. Seven.
Well, he'd like to play for the red, just to the right of the black here, but would have to be very careful not to overrun the cue ball. Oh, that seemed like a kick to me. Did that black leave the bed of the table there?
14. $15.
It's gone wrong. And the way you can keep it going is to play a very risky brown. Can't see him doing that. Just can't score at the moment, it appears.
No, positionally just making the odd mistake, but I'll give Sean the benefit of the doubt there. I do feel that black did leave the bed of the table. It was a heavy contact, and because of it was short on his next red. But he's played a good one there,
Sean Murphy,
keeping the
15.
pressure on. He's coming to the table, snookered on all remaining reds, it seems. This is a problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know whether that was the intended red, but well, with the misrule the way it is, I suppose it didn't cost him anything, but the question is, what has he left?
Oh, Sean played that very well, and had that red not just come up in front of the pink, he would have been in good shape. But you see, the match time eclipses the 3-hour mark. Could be a long way to go yet. Now, Sean potentially could cut the brown in. Maybe the green or the blue are available, but there'll be pressure on all of these pots. They're all missable.
Good shot. Nice and solid. As Dominic said, there was pressure on that. So now surely set fair to win the frame at this visit. Don't see any reason why not.
Sam. Can
he pot this red and run through and cannon the red next to the black?
15.
Nicely. And as you say, surely can make enough here to once again level this match up at 5-all. Just a couple more reds required with colours after this black. That would do the trick.
$22. 23.
59 points to lead.
30.
Just one more red required. That'll put him 60 points in front with just 59 remaining.
$31.
Capacity audience here. A lot of them realising that that was indeed frame ball red.
$38. 39. 46. 47. 54. 55. 62. 63. 68.
And that yellow
70.
going in. That's his highest break of the match. Not seen a century yet, which is unusual.
you.
The green Wilkins remain in his chair. That break of 70 from Sean Murphy has enabled him to once again restore parity. It's 5 frames all. What a match.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. 11th frame, Robert Mickens to break. Thank you.
Yeah, neither player really has stamped their authority on this match. It looked like Sean may be doing that when he was 3-1 in front, but just looking at that stat, you know, Dominic, the pot success, neither player at 90%. Now, normally I always think to win these high-quality matches, you've got to be 90% or above. Just tells me that both players are getting plenty of chances now. I'm certain Sean played to leave this cue ball tight to the top cushion. Does this red to the left of the black pot? If it does, what a careless mistake. It does. Doesn't like it. He thinks the pot's tough and he couldn't see a way he could get position on the colour. It's not like Robert to refuse many shots, but maybe it was a wise choice.
Well, is there a path through to the end red of that little group of 6 below the pink? If there is, Sean doesn't have too difficult a safety to play. I can just clip that end red. Played it well, but this will certainly rebound a good foot or so off the bolt cushion.
has put a lot of pressure on the opponent here, just by virtue of the fact they've not got that cue ball close enough to the baulk cushion. Is he taking this on? Oh, terrific pot. And that's the problem if you leave Sean Murphy with his hand on the table, you're asking for trouble.
Well, that was a fabulous pot from Sean, and he managed to create the backspin necessary to leave himself the right angle on the blue. That was some shot. But is that pink available anywhere, I wonder? The black certainly isn't yet. So this break is certainly far from straightforward. Could well be worth playing a cannon here into the pink and reds, just to try and manoeuvre the pink into a possible position. Well, maybe it actually pops
6.
anyway into the right centre.
Sam.
Well, obviously the pink wasn't available, trying to screw back up for the blue, but flicking it as he has done, not advantageously. It's not ideal.
Blue ball.
Well, made certain of the blue,
12.
but he's not out of the woods yet. Needs another good pot, particularly as the pink and black are out of commission. Good cueing needed here. And that was the problem.
13.
Could he avoid the kiss on the second red?
Oh, he potted a great long red to get in with, had an angle on the blue to bring the pink into play. Chose not to, and he's struggled ever since for good position. That blue has just gone in. But all in all, that's a terrific shot that he's played there. He's on the red to the right corner. And positionally,
18.
it proved difficult.
$19.
Well, he can pot this pink into the left middle, but they're always tricky. When you're so close, it's hard to judge the potting angle. Tricky this, but could be plenty of value should it go in.
Sean Murphy,
Wow.
19.
That pink was in, was it not? It seemed to just veer off to the right as it approached the pocket. Like to see that again. Have a look at this pink. It looks in, doesn't it? There, it just turns out to the right. What happened there?
One.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dominic. It certainly looked to be catching the right half of the pocket. Of course, when you play it slow, a finger mark, a little bit of chalk dust, anything could deviate it. Now, can he get through to this red? To the right middle?
7.
Or has the pink got in the way? Careless shot if it has, but I think he may just be able to get past the pink. Well, you can't. Just so loose with that positional shot there. Trying to swerve around, is he? But he's had a look. You have to put a lot of right-hand side on it. But this is what you get with Robert. Such a lovely player, but just throw that loose shot in every now and then. Thinks he can pot this red to the right corner, but well, I'm not certain if he can play the cannon on the red to the left of the black. Whatever. He should have left himself something easier than this. That was incredible. He's found gaps there that, well, there's always a gap. Unbelievable how he's finished there on the pink. I'll give him the benefit and say great shot.
14. 15.
That was some positional shot that Rob played there, it really was. He's in good shape here now. Blue means that he's 1 point ahead.
20.
Still out of commission.
21.
Didn't perhaps bring the cue ball back quite as far as he needed to there, but he's okay. Play for reds to either corner.
$27. 28.
Not perfect, but okay.
$34.
This is an important shot for Rob Milkins. Needs to screw back sufficiently far for the pink to be able to play for the two reds to the right of the black. If he's short of pace with this, it could be very difficult to get onto his next red. Could play for the pink into the left centre, I suppose, here instead. If anything, he's overscrewed it completely. The pink now is a problem because
35.
can't leave the cue ball over this left-hand side of the table. So he'll probably play the blue here.
Yeah, he's just having a look. That red that's close to the top cushion. It's done off the side cushion. Play for that red. And if he gets the right angle, this could be perfect. To pot this red and cannon the red to the left of the black and bring the black
41.
into play. If this goes right, he wins the frame. Big shot. Well, he decided not to play the
42.
cannon. Why? Why?
Wow. He can certainly cannon into the black and the red here, but no guarantee
48.
that he'll finish on a colour. Oh,
49.
that's not bad. I don't think it was intentional. But he'll take it. 30 points the lead. Just This pink, red and a colour. And he may retake the lead yet again.
55.
Red, colour red required.
56.
And they hit that badly. Still pot the pink. The pink would put him 43 points in front, but there's still 43 remaining. Okay. He's potted the pink. No attempt to get on the
62.
frame ball red. I'm still shaking my head why he didn't play the cannon before, and earlier on it would have been so much simpler. But he's got his own way of going about things. And look, he's in the final of the BetVictor Welsh Open. And all things being equal, big favourite to the 6-5 in front.
Robert Milkins, 62.
Best safety, Sean, because of the predicament that he's in. I'm sure he'll take this red on. He can certainly get onto the black from it. Doesn't need to play it with too much pace either.
One.
Got to play the black, of course. 2 reds, 2 blacks. And the 6 remaining colours to tie.
Could somebody switch our phone off, please?
The dreaded phone. Couldn't have come at a worse time.
Make sure it's off, okay? Thank you.
To finish on the red near the right-hand cushion, you just have to drop the black in dead weight, but that makes it missable. Problem is with this shot, and obviously he's got to play for the
8.
black. The potting angle, he can't get the cue ball away from the cushion. As you see. So the black is not going to be easy.
9.
The right thing for me there. Okay, he's left the cue ball an inch off the side cushion, but if he pots the black, position to the yellow ought to be automatic. Just needs to play this with the correct pace.
$16.
27 points behind, 27 remaining, 6 colours to force a respot. Would you believe it? I know he's one of the best players ever
Sean
with the
Murphy,
rest.
16.
Simple pink missed. He can't believe it. Neither can I. So Robert Milkins, this yellow for the frame. Oh, I played so hard. Didn't need to play position on the green. Didn't need position on the green.
That's just pressure manifesting itself there. I'm sure Rob himself cannot believe the pace that he played that at. And that green will pass the brown, so another bite at the cherry for Sean here.
2. 5.
Well, I think with the chances
9.
that both players have had, this is a massive frame now, probably the biggest in the match so far. Could this be the turning point? Blue, pink and black. Looks like a formality. But we're going to have a respot.
14.
And I think whoever loses this frame is really going to feel it.
$20.
I think more so if it's Rob Milkins. I think he needs to win this frame more than Sean does.
We have a respot. Now then, it literally is a toss of a coin. You win the toss.
Sean would
put
like to
your
call.
opponent
Heads called, heads it is. Thank you.
in. Oh, well. It's unusual. Sean won the toss and has decided to go now. That doesn't happen very often. What's he got in mind? Thought he'd prefer to play that shot. I don't know why, but anyway, safe enough. There's always a chance these blacks can be doubled, of course. Yep, just made certain we got the black safe. Didn't try and put a lot of distance in between cue ball and object ball. I expect Robert Milkins to play a lot better safety shot this time. Black on the top cushion, cue ball on the baulk cushion. Well, once again, he's just gone for the one that gets the black save. But, well, as long as he's left a little bit more distance, I'd have gone for a lot of distance there. Well, he didn't have to. Well, now he'll be able to play a more telling safety. Send this black around the houses, up to the baulk cushion. Oh, he's under-hit it.
Yeah, just got the line wrong there. Sean coming around to see if this black is cuttable, and I know Sean so well, I've played him many times. He does like to take this type of cut on.
Well, missed the pot, but good white. Still cuttable, mind. You can't beat a black ball game. Now, will Sean take this on? If you miss it, you could well leave it. But as Dominic said, he is a shot maker. He went all out for it, and he's left the black to the right middle. As I say, a massive frame this in the context of the match. Biggest so
Thank
far
you.
for me. Robert Milkins with a chance. Looks close. Looks close. Well, that'll be a relief for Robert Milkins. I don't think he'd have got over that, should he have lost it. He leads 6-5.
Thank you. Settle down, please. The 12th frame, Sean Murphy to break. Settle down.
Yes, what an exciting frame that last one was. And we spotted that. Sean Murphy, for the third time in a row, finds himself a frame behind. Sean Murphy has lost, well, let's put it the other way around. Robert Milkins has won 6 of the last 9 frames. That's worth noting.
Yeah, complete turnaround of fortunes. Catching the yellow, full in the face, leaves the cue ball on the baulk line. Chance for Robert.
Thank you. Less of that, please. Just settle down, okay? And enjoy the game. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a long way away. Well, so far away that if he did think it was a shot for nothing, it certainly isn't now. Never got near the jaws. So a nice easy starter for Sean.
One.
Sean looks to have played that positionally to perfection. Pink is available into the left corner, but didn't get hold of the cue ball at all there. Didn't sound as though it was the best contact. I've seen 2 or 3 kicks this evening. Well, if he pots this pink, where does it go? Is it spot occupied? Oh no. Well, Sean Murphy is under pressure, make no mistake. He missed a pink in the other corner. Not dissimilarly to this.
One.
Well, what a let-off for Robert Milkins. And Sean, from being 3-1 up halfway through the afternoon, he's not been the same player as Dominic said. I mean, from 3-1 to 6-5 behind. We'll settle for that. Still red to the right corner. Underhit this.
7.
And no need to have underhit it. You had plenty of margin for error there. Wrong side of the blue. Was hoping he could
12.
reach this without playing it with the rest, but he's put the extension on the bottom of his cue, but he'll still be stretching. caused a miss.
Robert
It
Milkins.
was a red before
12.
when he didn't get the right side of the blue that cost him there.
Composure under this sort of pressure is just so hard to achieve. Even for such a capable potter as Robert Milkins is. But I don't think he's left Sean a red on here. Those two reds you can see are a plant, but not from where the cue ball is. In fact, he can't even get through to them.
Well, it didn't look to be the best safety, but nestling up to the green as it's done. It's effective. That is one of the best safety shots he's played this evening. Hampered, striking down. Just it perfectly. Good shot.
Rob coming down the table to see if there's any chance that he can make those two reds into a plant that are next to the black. No, just a safety in the end, but he's played this really well. Quite behind the brown, but from where he was, that was very good.
Well, can these two reds be made into a plant? If they can he get past the green? I can only assume he can't get past the green. Well, he can. Well, you've got to go for the plant. You can find a path back to the balk end. You won't want to leave it for your opponent, let me put it that way. Got the plant. It's on the green. He played this very well. Sometimes you can get distracted thinking about the positional side of the shot.
Four. Five.
Didn't want too much angle on the blue here, but he has a little too much angle. So having to use the reds just as a stopper for the cue ball, but that's worked out nicely. That's a chance to take a 7-5 interval lead that he has here, if he can just control his emotions. Doesn't seem to like the angle on this red. Oh, I can see why. He's just off straight the wrong side.
11. 16.
Played that nicely. Don't think he put, well, I don't know. Can he avoid the black when potting this red? Well, he could.
17.
He held that beautifully. With the black in the same pocket. Black on its spot, available to both corners. Now it's a frame winner. Got to keep one foot on the floor. In this case, a toe.
$24. $25. Gary, can you see if there's any clicking going on behind the back?
Referee John, hello, we're just asking to see if there's anything they can do about a bit of a noise coming from backstage.
32.
It took Robert a little bit by surprise. He was down on the shot, but anyway, no harm done. Perfect on this red. Now needs a good angle on the black. He's got it. He's perfect. Now if he cannons into these three reds and they break nicely, surely it's frame over. It's all right.
40. $41.
Nicely on the blue this time. Just this red required. And Robert Milkins, for the first time in the match, will be 2 frames ahead and 2 frames away from the title.
47.
And a lot of money.
$54. 55. $60.
The red hasn't gone in, but Sean Murphy's had enough. Now both these players share the first 2 frames, but it's Robert Milkins with breaks of 62 and 60. Takes a 7-5 interval lead. He's just 2 frames away from the title.